ask you something. With all the distractions that you have off the field, how are you able to keep focused on winning football games as you do and do throughout the year?
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Marketing come up with that for him. Those were his phrases that he came up with, that he believed in.
Just win. Play hard. Try not to make mistakes. But don't worry about mistakes, because there's only one thing that counts. Just win. Just win.
Yo, welcome to the SC Raiders Talk, aka your boy SC, aka your boy Eric, and we back. We back again, another week, another not much news, but there is a lot of things to break down, man. As far as the team goes, a lot of position battles during this offseason. Shout out to everybody that's in here so far, man. You guys already know. Blessings to you guys and your families. I appreciate you guys for being here. Hopefully everybody's week is starting off good. Good to see everybody, man. And let me shout out the chat before I continue, man. Shout out to All Eyes on G in the building. What's good, Robert Pena? Salute. Raider Resistance, my boy Prez in the building. What's good, John Leon? Salute. Anthony Provincial in the building. Salute. Shout out to SoCal Sal also in the building. What's good? Hashtag the will to win, man. That's a fact. Just win, baby. That's a fact. And remember, it's always get great coaches, right? We got Antonio Pierce and a great coaching staff. You get great organization. You know, pretty much Mark Davis has been doing his thing. And now you need great players. And what does that come with? The best 53-man roster and the roster shape up. That's what it means. So now we need the players. Now, who's going to make this squad? I'm going to break it all down. I'm going to put the roster on the screen, and we're going to break down position by position. My early roster predictions, like early pre-training camp, pre-June 1st, all these things. We're going to talk about it, man. A shout out to Xavier Foster in the building. Says salute. Ledrix Griffin, TJ Franklin, Jaquan Shepard, Ron Stone Jr., and Amar Gaynor. I could see most likely making the team. Going to make the practice squad at least. Hey, speak them facts, man. Shout out to Ray Love. What's good, Ray Love? Good to see you. Hope all is well. You already know what it is, man. And if you guys can, entering on in, man, hit that like button. It'll push out the live to more people and also help out the algorithm. It is absolutely free. And I appreciate you guys' support, and also subscribe if you're new and if you like the content, man. We're growing, man, and I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Jaime. Saludos, mi gran amigo. Shout out to Jaime in the building. What's good? Good to see you. Hope all is well, man. Shout out to Raider Critique in the building. What's good, Critique? Ray Love, salute. I already saluted you, but salute you again, man. I want to make sure that I'm not skipping anybody, man. Shout out to everybody coming in here. It's always a pleasure to have you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, hopefully everybody's having a blessed week. Blessings, man. And shall we just get straight into it? There's a lot of positions to talk about, right? There's a lot of positions to talk about. So let me actually switch this. Switch this to this. There we go. And then share this. Here we go. We're going position by position today. Starting off with, you may say, some may say, and others may not say, one of the most important positions and positions to watch in the Raiders offseason and entering this season coming up. The battle of quarterbacks. You have 4 on the roster right now that I know of, right? Carter Bradley, Anthony Brown Jr., Gardner Minshew, and Aiden O'Connell. Four quarterbacks with different abilities, four quarterbacks with different journeys, and four quarterbacks that you may say only two of them will truly battle for the number one position. Now, of course, shout out to my 2 cents entering the building. It's good, my 2 cents. Good to see everybody, man. Make sure to hit that like button. We're gonna go position by position, man. You feel me? Position by position, talking about these different things here. Of course. And let me try to put this here. Let me put this here. Okay, there we go. There you go. Hopefully that's not loud. But shout out to everybody, man. Coming in, man. And I'm sorry if I skipped you. Hopefully I didn't. Carter Bradley could take AB Junior spot if not practice squad. I feel that, man. So let's break down these quarterbacks, right? Obviously, four quarterbacks here. Let me talk with the two that haven't been talked about the most: Carter Bradley, Anthony Brown Jr. Two guys that have different journeys, of course. Um, Carter Bradley, one of the newer guys that showed up on the scene. Anthony Brown Jr. kind of was backed up, was a backup, I believe, for the Ravens, for Lamar Jackson, stuff like that. It kind of brings that mobility to that quarterback position. And Carter Bradley brings a little bit more of that accuracy to the team as far as those two guys go. Of course, I think they're going to be. I would say they're gonna fight for the third spot. Those two, I don't see both of them making the roster. I think one of them will be cut. If I were to make my prediction, um, just because of promise and of course those things, those type of things, I would say they would keep Carter Bradley. Obviously, like I said, this is my early roster prediction, so this is obviously going to change in weeks, but Carter Bradley would probably be the one they keep, and then Anthony Brown dips. And then one of the most important battles here between Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew, of course. Say what you want to say about Aiden O'Connell, but he showed a lot of promise in 2023, man. He had a 5-5 record. He was 3-1 against, I mean, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he was 3-1 against the AFC West, which included beating the Chiefs, beating the Broncos, and beating the Chargers. And he lost to the Chargers, I believe. But he beat the Chiefs, he beat the Broncos, and he beat the Chargers. He also, of course, already has experience under Antonio Pierce, just by the tail end of last year. Of course, had experience with people like Mayor Adams, you feel me, and the list goes on, so on. Most of the squad that's on the roster right now, right? He's worked with, and Coach Pierce, he's been raving about Aiden O'Connell, man. He's been raving about Aiden O'Connell, say he deserves the first snap, that it's his spot to be taken care of. And to be honest, Aiden O'Connell, somebody that I've been saying, who knows what would happen with the full off season? Who would know with better talent around him? Who would know with not a delusional head coach? Who knows with not a dumbass offensive coordinator what would happen with him, right? But he showed a lot of promise. That's the most important thing there, that I'd be looking at there. And let me actually shout out to everybody. McDaniels really soared the team until he left. People hated the dude, man. McDaniels is somebody that I never had praise for. I mean, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, just like I do with every coach, just like I do with every coaching staff, position coach. And shout out to Raiders Rebel before I forget to salute some of you guys. My 2 cents, Raiders Rebel in the building was good. But I did make it clear that McDaniels was somebody that I knew there was something going on in the locker room. I knew he didn't have this team in check, and I knew he lost the locker room. And a lot of people called me negative and all these different things, and it sucks. You feel me? It sucks, you feel me, coming out here and kind of giving your perspective on your head coach when you know what's going on and the reality of things. And that's kind of why, like, it doesn't make sense why we're more negative this year than we were last year. People had more faith in McDaniels than they did in Antonio Pierce and the squad we have right now. I get it. We don't have no. Shout out to Navy Vet. What's good, Navy Vet? Good to see you. Hope all as well. What's good, Navy Vet? Um, but obviously McDaniels is somebody that divided the locker room, man. People didn't like him. You could tell You could tell in the effort. In all my years of watching the Raiders, right? I'm 22. For those that don't know, I'm 22. So pretty much my whole life, I haven't seen too many winning seasons. But even then, I would sit there and watch Raider games and enjoy it still, and try to get, I'd be getting into it and yelling and all these different things. But last year, towards the end of McDaniels, like those last 3 games of McDaniels, I literally sat on the couch, and I'm not even joking. I sat on the couch and was just deflated. Like I didn't even have reactions to anything. And we won one of those games. We won one of those games. I wasn't even happy. Like it just didn't feel like I was watching the Raiders. Like it just didn't feel nothing. I don't know about you guys. It just didn't feel. It felt way different. I was like, "What the hell is going on here?" And of course, me, looking into things and looking at people's body language, the way they present themselves at the press conferences, the way they showed effort on the field, you seen there was something wrong. And the main problem was the head coach. And I've said this time and time again. And obviously it came out that it was him, And it kind of makes me laugh, because it's like it's like, seeing that happen and seeing all those things happen, um made me laugh at the things I was seeing, right? Like sometimes I would watch, um or not even watch, just go through social media, and I would see a lot of things, and I would kind of look at all the different, how do I say this, all the different takes that people had. And a lot of people praised McDaniels, man. They praised that team a lot. And just to see everybody act like they didn't do that, or or thought they were right the whole time, it makes me laugh, because it's like, I and the only reason why I say that is because the amount of times I got called negative. I had DMs of people saying that I was too negative, and that I didn't know what I was talking about, because that last year's Raiders team was Super Bowl bound and all this bullshit. And I was like, well, I'm glad you want the Raiders to be to the Super Bowl, but let's be realistic. McDaniels ain't gonna take us to the promised land, bro. Like it's just simple as that. And now with Antonio Pierce, you see a different dynamic. You see the energy in the room. You see guys wanting to be here. You're seeing the most guys show up at training camp. I mean, not even training camp. OTAs, voluntary OTAs, by the way, y'all. This is OTAs that they don't even need to show up, but they're showing up. People were in the facility in January and February, when this is the time where, hey, go over there. Go enjoy your vacation. Go to the Bahamas. Go enjoy Hawaii. Go join all these different things. Go enjoy yourself. But instead, they're coming into the facility and putting in work this early. And why is that? Because of the head coach we got and everybody believing in the culture we're building, which is this shield right here, man. Playing for this, the culture that was brought to the Raiders for a very long time got lost, and now it's back. And that's why you see these guys, and that's why I like the competition across the room. And shout out to everybody coming in, man. I see a couple people coming in, man. Shout out to Navy Vet. Shout out to let me scroll down. EJ Raider in the building. What's good, EJ Raider? Good to see you, man. And make sure you hit that like button, y'all. No worries, Eric. 40, and I haven't seen much glory either. Sad but true, I know, right? Hopefully this year changes, which I do believe that. I backed McDaniels while he was here, but I never wanted to hire. But once he became the coach, I had to back on hope for some kind of turnaround. And that's what it's about, right, John Leon? We have to back whoever is playing for us, because at the end of the day, if we don't back them, then we're practically wanting the Raiders to lose, right? At the end of the day, I had my negative thoughts about McDaniels, but at the same time, in the beginning, I give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'll sit here and say that. Obviously, we have to back who's there. The same way when Stidham took over Carr's job, I believed in Stidham. I was like, hey, I want Stidham to do good, so we win. I never want to lose. I'm tired of losing. I don't know about you guys. I'm tired of losing, bro. It's deflating. It sucks every year having so much hope and then it just going, decline, a slope straight down. And I'm tired of that shit. And I'm glad that this year it just feels different. I don't know about you guys. It just feels different. It just feels like the Raiders are back. Like the culture of the Raiders, that feeling of, hey, I can't wait till the season starts. Hey, start it right now. Let's get this shit going. Let's play. Let me see this team. That's what it feels like. So I like it, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, man. McDumbass has the most nicknames. What a McDumbass. He has a lot of like McDipshit, McDumbass. I seen somebody in the comments said McFired, McDummy, McDoofus, McShit, everything. There's everything out there, man. There's everything there, man. There's everything. So it's funny. It's funny. It's actually funny. It's funny. You feel me? So obviously we go on here. We're gonna be a lot better this year. Watch. A wise man said, "You can't rush greatness, my brother," and that's a fact. They got their identity back, and that's what it's all about, right? They got their identity back. Shout out to Carl in the building. Was good. Was good. You already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. You already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. Shout out to Auntie Six, man. 24 months, bro. That's insane. That's what, 2 years? 2 years since I've been monetized. I appreciate that, Auntie Six, man. You already know what it is, man. I appreciate the support, brother. And if you guys want to become a member, man, hey, you don't have to. Just y'all showing up here means a lot. But in the bottom, there's a join button. I try making the cheapest as possible. Try to make it cheap enough, and it just supports the channel. Moving forward. There, I will say that how do I say this? I'm getting some new, I wouldn't say equipment. You could say equipment. I don't want to say too much. I'm gonna get some equipment. Let's just say, right? I'm gonna just say that, right? I don't want to give it too much away. They're coming soon, and it should happen in the next 2 weeks, maybe less than 2 weeks. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This whole setup you see here is not gonna be the same. It is gonna be the same setup, but clearer and better. I will say that. And shout out to Carl, man. I appreciate that, Carl. Much love, brother. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Becoming a member of the channel, man. Like I said, the join button is down there, man. I'll support the channel and stuff like that. It's not forced or anything, man. I just appreciate you guys for being here. Real shit. And I appreciate that, Carl. Salute to you, man. Shout out to Navy Vet for the 14 months, man. 14 months. Damn. A year and 2 months, man. I appreciate that, Navy Vet. Salute to you, man. I appreciate you for all the support, man. Everybody that's up in here supporting the channel and stuff like that. Much love to you guys, man. Much love to you guys, man. McTrojan horse. But obviously, Gardner Minshew, back on the topic at hand, right? I went a little bit away, but I appreciate all the support, y'all. Real shit. It's Aiden O'Connor or Gardner Minshew for quarterback one. Hey, this is a question for you guys. What do you guys think? You guys think Aiden O'Connor will be the starter week one, or Gardner Minshew will be the starter week one? For me, when you look at these two guys, right? Obviously, Aiden O'Connor showed us promise, right? 83.9 QB rating, a 5-5 record, a positive record against the AFC West. Coach Pierce has all the confidence in him, all the confidence in the world. On top of that, also, we got Gardner Minshew that had, and shout out to Willie Wayne. What's good, Willie Wayne? Good to see you, man. And he says, Carl says AL12 for sure, man. Shout out to Willie Wayne, though. Shout out to you guys, man. AL12. Hey, AL12, man. He changed that number, and it's looking good. Auntie 6 is ALC12. Hey, you already know, man. Aiden. Raiders still death says Aiden. Okay, we got a lot of Aidens. And then you got Gardner Minshew, which his contract is not a backup contract, y'all. A contract is pretty much a starting contract. He led the Colts to nearly the playoffs. They lost a lot of members before he showed up there in the scene. He nearly made him over there, made Michael Pittman get the record for most receptions as a Colt. Not only that, he brings that veteran and mobility to the team. And you feel me? No matter if Aiden O'Connor wins or Gardner Minshew wins, I do believe that the quarterback play is going to be better than what people are expecting it to be. I get the Jaden Daniels, I get the Tom Brady's, I get the Aaron Rodgers, but at the end of the day, man, these quarterbacks have everything around them to make them better. And once again, I'm gonna say the same saying, and as you, for most of you guys, and I think all of you guys have been watching me pretty much every single live, so I appreciate that. You guys know my slogan this whole offseason, man. This Raiders team is built to make the quarterback's job easier. The people around the quarterback is going to make the quarterback better no matter who wins the job. The Kansas City Chiefs, they have a quarterback that will make everybody else look better. And a perfect example was last year they won the Super Bowl with one of the worst receiving cores they have ever had, the most drop passes in the NFL, pretty much. They won it. Why? Because they have a quarterback that makes everybody around them better. We have talent that makes our quarterback play better. And that's why I believe in our quarterbacks because they have every single tool to succeed right now. And I think this is the most we've built around a quarterback for a very long time. And shout out to everybody coming in, man. Raider Twan, my 2 for 1 nation brother, man. What's good? Good to see everybody in here, man. AL12 just win, baby. Okay. The cerebral assassin all day, Aiden O'Connell. Okay, everybody seen O'Connell. Hey, I fuck with it, man. Hopefully I skip it. SoCal South says 12, which Aiden, AOC 12. For sure, for sure. Hey. I've been saying Gardner Minshew, bro, but slowly I'm turning to Aiden O'Connell, bro. And I told you guys, man, I give my predictions back then, and then with seeing OTAs and seeing what they build through the draft and stuff like that, I'm starting to lean more to Aiden O'Connell now, just because of what Aiden O'Connell has been pretty much. How would I say it? What he pretty much was working on and the way he comes out. And not only that, seeing him on podcast, talk about his journey, talk about his work ethic, talk about what he's learning. I like that he is taking things from Devontae Adams. I like that he's taking things from Devontae. I'm sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart, but he's taking things from Devontae Adams. He's taking things from other guys and other positions that are veterans to help him and his game better. And that's the type of quarterback I want that is still willing to learn and that doesn't have an ego. And that's what it looks like, right? Shout out to John Hayes, loving the praying. Always go Raiders. And thank you. I believe Raiders. Hey, you already know what it is, man. Shout out to John Hayes in the building. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all, man. To help out the algorithm, help push it out to more people, man. I greatly appreciate it. It's bad enough everyone else shits on our team. We don't need to shit on the team too. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like we're shitting. I've been seeing a lot of people shit more on this team than last year's team. Right? I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing that our team has been getting more shit this year than last year. And I get it, man. I get it. Maybe we're already at that point of frustration, but it's like, damn, like, you feel me? Getting my breaks done and chilling, just ready for the season to start. And that's a fact, Navy Van, man. I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to just bring you guys content, some fire content, and to just talk about the Raiders with y'all, man. Celebrate wins. And hopefully we make it to the playoffs, man. That I'm expecting us to go and win a playoff game, y'all. We haven't won a playoff game in so long. And then this year we have one of the highest possibilities in a while besides 2016, bro. And I'm very, very excited, bro. Aiden is throwing dots and everyone else is not able to even hit the targets. And I was seeing that, man. And I know it's practice, but you feel me? Just showing a little bit of that accuracy. It shows how accurate a quarterback can be. And at the end of the day, like I said, when people break down this quarterbacks, people don't really talk about Aiden O'Connell and what he needs to succeed. Last year, people were saying, oh, he can't run. He can't run out of the pocket. I get it. The new age quarterbacks, they run out of the pocket, mobility. But the traditional pocket passers, you look at the Tom Brady's, you look at the Aaron Rodgers, which they could get first downs with their legs, but they're pretty slow, right? They're pretty slow, and Aiden O'Connell is faster than them two guys, obviously. But these are traditional pocket passers. In order for a traditional pocket passer to succeed, they need a competent and good offensive line. They need a receiving core around them, and they need a running back room that is going to help them in the backfield. Now, do the Raiders have that team? Well, it leads us to the next category, right? The next set of positions, I mean, and that's the running back room, right? Let's look at the running back room, right? And shout out to Dark in the building. What's good, Dark? Good to see you guys, man. Hope all is well. What do you all think about Michael Mayer saying there was days he didn't want to practice or come in the building in his interview? Some people are taking that way out of context, I believe. I haven't seen the out of context. I haven't seen anything. All I've seen is him talk about it. I've seen that video. I just don't like reading comments sometimes, Rebel, on other things because sometimes it just be blowing my mind and it just be like, there's this saying, right? I don't know if you guys know, that is like pretty much it just irritates you when you see dumb shit, right? Um, and I know whenever a player says some things that could get taken out of context, people start saying the most ridiculous ass things like, "Oh, that guy's work ethic is garbage. Oh, that guy should not be a Raider because he's not coming in and putting in work." Well, like I said earlier, and it had to do with McDaniels, he made people his way of training and being very strict made players not show any effort and not want to play. And Michael Mayer, pretty much without saying it, indirectly just admitted to that. And that's just what happened, right? That's just what happened. And I'm not taking out of context. All I know is that Michael Mayer wants to be a Raider. There's a reason that he even said in that same video, I think I seen him somewhere else. He said he's putting in extra work this year and he's coming in every day and putting in more work than he ever did. And that's the point. Because he was unhappy with the culture that there was. He became a Raider, getting drafted, obviously, and he was excited to go into a culture, a culture of the Raiders that was to have fun, go out there and not give a fuck about anybody and everybody that shits on us, talks about us. We don't give a shit. But when you have somebody in there that's trying to bring something like the Patriot way to the building that just doesn't work with our culture, it makes players not want to play, bro. And I don't blame Michael Mayer because he pretty much, if people's heard the full story about Michael Mayer, he said he came in this year with even more work ethic and better work ethic than last year. So it's like it's the same thing with Devontae Adams. I remember when Devontae Adams said what he said, everybody called him a diva and that he needs to get off the team. And I still been seeing recently people say to trade him. Let me just stay hydrated, y'all. Stay hydrated, y'all, right? Stay hydrated. But everybody's got their opinions. I can't shit on anybody else's position on things and their point of views. Everybody got different uh, point of views on different things, and some people are gonna talk negative about certain players, and some people are gonna praise certain players. People are gonna praise the coach, not praise the coach. People are gonna praise the press conference and not praise the press conference. That's just the reality of things, and I've accepted it. But to say like just because somebody speaks their mind, people want to trade some of our best players away just because of what they said and they're speaking their mind blows me because it's like at that point we're saying that's pretty much we're Bill Belichick 2.0 and making this shit strict and not allowing our players to express themselves. That's the whole point of freedom of speech. That's the whole point of press conferences is to get their insight on what their thinking is. So for a lot of people to say to trade everybody, it kind of blows my mind. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just glad that a lot of people ain't our general manager. You feel me? I'm just I'm glad, bro. Like Aiden and our players are linking up to Parks. That's a fact, man. Even I think his own house. Sincere, Brendan Brown are out. We're gonna talk about it right now. Shout out to Circus in the building. AO12 works better with Getsy's system. Aaron Rodgers wasn't always running for his life in Green Bay, man. There you go. When a relationship becomes toxic, that's how it goes. Hey, that's a fact, man. Damn, I guess SC doesn't like reading my toxic comments. I hate equally. I always read your comments, man. Our fellow toxic troll Circus Raider in the building, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. There was rumors last year Mayer and Tucker were unhappy with the coaching before McDaniel even got fired. I believe it after hearing Mayer. That's a fact. It confirms it. It confirms it. Mayer's a bit faster than last year too. He's been putting in the work, man. That's why I brought it up. That's what some content creators were saying in chats. I was in last night saying he was trash, get them off the team. I was like, hold up, pump the brakes. It happens. That's what it comes with, I don't know if people are acting that way just to get like people to like be there and click and stuff like that, or people actually feel that way. But at the end of the day, I can't criticize people for the way they think about different things. You feel me? We all have different point of views. But me personally, I think it's dumb as shit to trade away one of our best players just because he spoke out. That's just my opinion, right? Everybody's got their different opinion at the end of the day, right? but Devontae is old and washed. Let's trade him. Trade Adams for Justin Fields or Zach Wilson. Raiders Twitter. He also said that there's a big change in practice. They are actually allowed to celebrate touchdowns. What I got from that was Dick Daniels did not let them celebrate touchdowns in practice. While he didn't let them do shit, bro. There's even rumors that he didn't even let them play music. I say just don't shit on our team, man. Of course, man. We haven't even seen them play, and everybody's, saying that we're the worst team. Even our own fan base is saying we're the worst team. It's crazy. Dylan Lawby may surprise this year. Him and hopefully Zeus too. That's a fact. Facts I see. I'm thankful some of us aren't the GM. I ain't gonna lie. If I was the GM, I would have probably got Meek Robertson out 4 years ago. Oh shit. We got a bum ass Chargers fan in the building. We got a shitty ass Chargers fan in the building. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do with Charger fans. Y'all know what to do. The one Charger fan they have. The one Charger fan they have. That was my opinion. I had to make a video on it because I was tired of people hating on the kid for not wanting to be in a shitty locker room that nobody else wanted to be in. That's what it is, bro. It's like, bro, I wouldn't even be in that shitty locker room. What the hell? Our own fans give ammunition to the NFL talking shit. That's a fact, man. I'm just surprised we're more negative this year than last year. It just blows my mind, bro. It really does. But that's how it is, right? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this running back room, okay? Amir Abdullah, Brendan Brown, Dylan Lawby, Alexander Madison, Tyler McAllister, Sincere McCormick, Zamir White. What do you guys think about this running back room? Obviously, Zamir White would be my number one. With Dylan Lawby kind of coming up, and I've been praising Dylan Lawby when he came out of the draft and all that stuff, you could see Madison and Lawby and Abdullah fight for that second position. It might be Dylan Lawby. I mean, it's kind of looking like it, but with Getsy's system, right? With Getsy's system, he's gonna use a lot of two backs out there. So you're gonna see a lot of pass catching running backs out there. Now, when you think about pass catching running backs that we have, it's like Dylan Lawby. It's like Amir Abdullah, even Madison. Maybe Zamir White if he's working on that, but I would see more about Dylan Lawby. I see more of Amir Abdullah, Madison. So for me, just looking at this running back room right here, it's the fact that I think Brendan Brown, Tyreek McAllister, and Sincere McCormick are all three out. What do you guys think? I think those guys are three out. I never was a believer about Brendan Brown. I never was, and I never will. I just never seen too much. Like even watching this film, I never was impressed. Um, and at the end of the day, I don't know if he even brings shit to the team. I mean, I'm being honest. I wish him the best of luck. Hopefully he emerges or something. But at the same time, I just don't see it, especially coming off of injury. So Bernard Brown for me is gone. And then you look at Tyreek McAllister. I just think he's there for the practice. I think he's there just to, give competition in the room. Nothing too much of it. And then Sincere McCormick, I mean, he was supposed to be our secret weapon or whatever, but he ain't no secret weapon. That was Josh McDaniel's secret weapon. I mean, if we're being honest. So, yeah, I think Zamir White, he showed a lot of a lot of how would you say, a lot of promise last year towards the end. And we changed our scheme a little on the offensive line that helped them now. Obviously, people didn't have too much film on Zamir White, only his college film because he didn't have too much burn because of Josh Jacobs. But I still believe that Zamir White has a lot of potential there. And then obviously you have Alexander Madison, Dylan Lawby, Brendan Brown. I mean not Brendan Brown, Amir Abdullah. And I think there might be a surprise cut. And if I were to make a surprise cut out of these guys, I think either Madison or Amir Abdullah might be a surprise cut. What you guys think, man? Because there's always surprise cuts. I think one of them have the potential. I wouldn't cut them, but one of them have the potential to be a surprise cut. As Zeus going to be on that fire, Amir Abdullah may have to watch out for Lobby. That's a fact, man. Cecil and Brandon Brown are out for sure. Abdullah's fighting for a spot. Don't know about McAllister, but I'm a hater, so he's out of the print. That's what about. I'm going to Raiders versus 69ers preseason. That's lit, Ray Love. Hey, hopefully you enjoy it, man. Straight out of the gutter. Zamir's JJ 2.0. The hate for some of these players is nasty work, and most of it is our fan base. It's unreal. It's a fact, man. Abdullah never lived up to the hype once entering the NFL. As of a 3, maybe, or is that Lobby? Um, I think Lobby has so much potential, yo, man. He has so much potential, bro. He just does. Shout out to Cool Kev in the building, man. Make sure to hit that like button, man, and subscribe if you're new, man. I greatly appreciate everybody coming in. I believe Amir Abdullah is definitely on the fence. 30 years old, 327 yards total in the last 2 years. I know he just re-signed him, but that was before the draft, in my opinion. Just my opinion. I wanted to see the room with pads on. That's a fact, man. I want to see that too. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not sold on Zamir, but if he could win out that number 1 spot out of preseason, he's earned it. That's a fact. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. What you? Let me see. Let me see. Stay hydrated. You already know, man. Trying to get this here. There we go. I feel like Abdullah may be a surprise because he's getting up there in age. Was only there because of McFired and is pretty much special teams, aka replaceable by Lobby. Even and it kind of leads me to the next batch of guys, right? The wide receiver group, bro. Let me actually put it wider here. Hold on. There we go. These are all the wide receivers there, man. Let me take out this comment so you guys can see it right there. I mean, let's be honest, y'all. We got a deep wide receiver room. And it kind of leads me to this, right? Where you even have here on special teams like Jalen Guyton, right? That could be the kick returner, punt returner, stuff like that. Also, Trey Tucker has that potential. DJ Turner. There's guys here too that could easily take that special teams away from Amir Abdullah. So when you look at it, obviously Devontae Adams, I would say Devontae Adams, Trey Tucker, Jacoby Myers are 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Behind there, I believe Michael Gallup, number 4. I believe Jalen Guyton, number 5. And I believe if they bring a 6th person, it'll be DJ Turner. And I think Lindstrom Griffin, I think Jeff Foreman, Alex Backman, and Christian Wilkerson are out, or all the odd man's out. For me, personally. Now, somebody that would be a surprise cut, right? Some may say a surprise cut, some may say not. And just because I see somebody like Ludwig Griffin there, is Jalen Guyton. I think Jalen Guyton might be, out of all the people there as a veteran, would be most likely the odd man out if he gets a surprise cut in Jalen Guyton, which means somebody like Griffin might emerge, or Alex Backman. That's another one I like too. The Alex Backman or Lidstrick Griffin could have a Christian Wilkerson type preseason. A Christian Wilkerson type preseason. Y'all remember Christian Wilkerson in the preseason? He was lights out. I feel like one of those guys could have that same thing. So I'm thinking Jalen Guyton could be that surprise cut. You know, in my opinion, would it be a surprise cut? Other opinions would be an obvious cut, right? I'm still on the fence with Zamir. I know he's country strong. He had 390 yards in 4 games, but the other 13 games, he had 19 touches for 56 yards. He also had 4 carries against the Giants for -2. That's a fact, man. He's had ups and downs, you know. We got to see how he works. He's been working out and putting in work this year, so we got to see what he comes up to, right? I'd rather root for the players on the Raiders and be wrong about them than shit on the team like the rest of the NFL, man. That's what it's about, right? Wilkerson did good last preseason. Hope he could stash him on the practice squad if he doesn't make it as a backup. I feel that, man. It seems to me if you don't give Zeus 20 touches or more a game, he ain't doing shit, which is, if we're going running back by committee, I don't see that happening. Obviously, man, I think with running back committee, they're all going to split snaps. I mean, with Luke Getsy's system, you're going to see a lot of 2 backs, people receiving a lot the ball. And that's where Dylan Lobby and these other guys have a higher potential of having some split counts. Right? Shout out to Raider Nation Drinking Club Thor in the building. It was good. Good to see you, man. But obviously here, Jacoby Myers, Jacoby Myers, um, Devontae Adams, and Trey Tucker's 1, 2, 3. Then I believe Michael Gallup, Jalen Guyton, and then DJ Turner. And like I said, there could be a surprise cut of Jalen Guyton and somebody like Litstrick Griffin, Alex Backman, or even Christian Wilkerson will come out. And, one of them will make the practice squad or be the sixth receiver as well there. I see Griffin being something special, needs to catch with his hands a bit more, though, or otherwise solid backup depth this year. That's a fact, man. And I wouldn't doubt if they only bring five wide receivers to the starting squad when we play teams. Because, and I say that, just because of this right here on your guys' screen, you practically have a wide receiver in Brock Bowers and a wide receiver in Dylan Lobby, but pretty much a receiver in Brock Bowers. Now we talk about the tight ends. Let's talk about the tight ends here, right? Yeah, Brock Bowers, Harrison Bryant, Cole Forthingham, Zach Gentry, Michael Mayer, John Samuel Shanker. For me, obviously, Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, 1-2 punch. Boom, 1-2 punch. No doubt about it in my mind. No doubt about it. But let's look at it, right? Obviously, Brock Bowers has the potential to be a week 1 starter, right? And be the number 1 tight end, most likely, because he has the highest potential out of both of them. Then obviously I have Michael Mayer, which was drafted last year. He also would be a mix for the number 1 coming back up from injury, but putting in work. And also a first round guy that got drafted in the second round. And then Harrison Bryant, a guy that has so much athleticism and versatility and just somebody that could be there to block and stuff like that. And has that behind Njoku and those people at the Browns. So that's another guy. And obviously with Luke Getsy, man, he has a little bit of of a background of being good with tight ends, right? Uh, Cole Kmet, right? Off the top of my head, Cole Kmet had an effective season when healthy and stuff like that. So obviously, I know he's going to utilize a lot of tight ends. I think he's going to utilize a lot of two tight end set, which obviously Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer. So for me, I think we take 3 tight ends. I think Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, and Harrison Bryant, in my opinion. And then you stash somebody like Fordenham in the practice squad or something, or Zach Gentry. I like Zach Gentry a lot, man. And he's a 6'8" guy, man. He's practically like another offensive lineman. Literally. Right, literally. So like I said, if you guys can hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, man. I greatly appreciate it. But obviously, those are my 1, 2, 3, in my opinion. And then go forward and have practice squad, or maybe even Zach Gentry there as well. So that's with the tight end room. And then moving on here, we have the offensive linemen, which, starting off with the centers, obviously, Andre James is your starter, most likely, highly likely, and probably permanent for the beginning of the season, which is Colton Miller and Andre James. I think their spots are secured. What the fuck, Dark? I'm not that short, bro. I'm not that short. But don't forget to hit that like button. It helps Eric grow height-wise. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? But don't forget to hit that like button. That is true. And my commands ain't working, Dark. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know. Nightbot just doesn't want to work no more, bro. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Nightbot, bro. The free labor ain't freaking he don't want to work, bro. He don't want to work. Like, what type of shit? Cold-blooded. Zach is a solid blocker, but he goes down like a paper tiger when carrying the rock. I feel that. But obviously, for me, Andre James starting center, and then obviously you have Jackson Powers, Dylan Parham that can both play that center position. Will Putham, gone. Gone. Now we go on to the guard position. Let me scroll down. Here we go. The guard position. Now, I'm backing whoever's on this team, whoever forward back when Raiders were in LA. We never allowed anyone to shit talk our team when we backed them to the fullest, and we had the most misfits back then. That's a fact, man. How's everybody doing tonight? Good, man. Hopefully you're doing well too, Sinister. Apparently getting paid in Lunchables wasn't enough for Diebot. I'll get him to work, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Nightbot on strike for higher wages. I know, right? Fucking Nightbot. Actually, let me see. Nah, I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it. I was gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it later. I don't know what the fuck is up with Nightbot, bro. The last time I tried making it work, it just didn't work. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. But the guard position, I think these are the two that are up in the air, the left guard, right guard. But I think Dylan Parham will play one of the guard positions, and the other guard positions will be between Jackson Powers, Cody Whitehair, and Andres Pete. Those three guys, and even Meredith, I think will fight for that spot. Some may say Thayer Munford, but not really. I think those four are fighting for that guard spot. Who would you guys like at guard? What's your 1-2 guard? What's your left guard, right guard? Let me know, y'all. What's your left guard, right guard? Mine, Dylan Parham. And I ain't gonna lie, I would go with Andres Pete, man. I'm making a bold prediction there. Andres Pete, man. Wait, actually, no. Take that back. Jackson Powers Johnson. Jackson Powers Johnson, Dylan Parham. But if they don't, if the injury that Jackson Powers occurred is worse, or they just want to be safe with him, and they want to start a veteran, it would be Andres Pete. But if they want to start start one of a guy with high potential, younger, obviously Jackson Powers Johnson. That would be my stuff right there. So JPJ, Dylan Parham, and if they don't really truly think that Jackson Powers JPJ is ready, then obviously Andres Pete and Dylan Parham. Shout out to George C. What's good, George C? Good to see you, man. Right guard Parham, left guard JPJ. Okay. Uh, Andres Pete if he's healthy, but I'm hoping JPJ is healthy enough to start. JPJ and Parham, Pete on his last legs and Wire is old as fuck. I feel that, man. I feel that. I feel that. I think I do. I have this here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Nightbot. I just didn't. I don't know why Nightbot is like not working. He's just really not working, bro. What type of shit? All right, there we go. Let me see if it works. Let me see if it works. Nope, nope, it didn't work. All right. Well, wait. What happens if I do it through the chat? Nope, nope, nope. He still don't want to work. All right, fuck you. Fuck you, Nightbot. Left guard, JPJ. Right guard, either Parham, Pete. What you think of Whitehair? Whitehair is a guy, a veteran guy, multiple snaps, stuff like that. Also a Pro Bowler at 1 year. A guy that brings veteran leaders, veteran presence to the offensive line. But I do think that um, I have Pete over Whitehair just because of more of the background and the resume. Pete was a 3-time Pro Bowler, also played a lot of snaps and was one of the best. Was a part of one of the best offensive lines in the NFL with the Saints at one time. So I just have that. But Whitehair is a guy that obviously knows the system, was under Getsy, works good in zone, and obviously would be somebody that Getsy would probably have a lot of praise for. So yeah, Parham right guard, just in my opinion, I feel that, man. JPJ will be ready for sure, man. Nightball like me at my new job. I know, right? Nightball night. Then obviously the tackle position. What do you guys feel about the tackle position, man? I think obviously Colton Miller. And then I'm gonna go with Thayer Munford, y'all. I'm on the Thayer Munford train. Thayer Munford right tackle, Colton Miller left tackle. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? What y'all think, man? What y'all think? I think so, man. Oh, I think you could try it now. Hold on. Fuck. All right. He still don't want to work, but I did put it. So hopefully by next live it is fixed. JPJ and Parham hoping Glaze could keep developing in the next couple of years. Colton may not have a left in the ticket. That's the thing, right? They kind of came out and said that they drafted for future things. They drafted for 5 year span. And that's somebody like when I think of that, I think of somebody like Delmar Glaze. I think of DeCamerion Richardson. I think of those guys. I think of Trey Taylor. That's the guys I think about. MJ Devonshire, right? But yeah, supporting Mumford at right tackle, time for him to step up and show out. That's a fact, man. Mumford been getting a lot of hate recently, but I'm pulling for him to make right tackle. It's a fact, man. He's got a lot of experience in high competition, which obviously when he played for Ohio, he protected C.J. Stroud, had one of the best seasons in Ohio State. Also, one of the best offensive lines for Munford. He also played guard, by the way. So feel the glare. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, he working. He working. He working. Oh yeah, he working. He working. He working. He working. I made it. I made it. I made it. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. That's funny. But yeah, Nightbot finally stopped sleeping on the job. LVO, that's fact. Nightbot woke up. So now, if you do exclamation mark membership, just like earlier, you seen Auntie Six for 24 months there, Carl becoming a new member, and Navy Vet becoming a member for 14 months. You just put exclamation mark membership, and it will pop up. That link will send you straight to there, and also exclamation mark Discord to join the Discord for every time I'm gonna go live and stuff like that. My Discord hasn't been too much activity, so join if you want. But I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna start putting Nightbot to put on my Instagram. I think even my command should work too, if I'm not mistaken. I think my command should work. Let me actually check this real quick. Disable and then enable. Now I think the reminder should work too. I think the Instagram should work as well. Shout out to Nightbot was drunk. That's a fact. Shout out to Sebastian Gonzalez. Salute. Hey, we gotta get the Discord active again, man. Talk about Raiders, especially when the Raiders season happens. Hopefully, we make it more active so we could talk about post game, pre game. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, man. So hopefully, if you want to join the Discord right now, then later on, obviously, we'll make it pop and stuff like that. Try to bring some new dynamics to you guys, man, and stuff like that. Any news on Dalton Wagner? No news, but I do know Dalton Wagner would be a good backup, man. He has so much potential. Young guy, man. UDFA. I mean, from Arkansas, I believe it's like, you can't go wrong with the guy that has so much potential, right? Then obviously those are my tackle. Moving on forward here quickly. The defensive ends. I don't think I gotta say too much about them. Malcolm Coons, Max Crosby, and then right behind them, I'm a believer of Agoha. I don't know about you guys, David Agoha. I'm a believer in him. I want to see what he does during how do I say this? During preseason and training camp. And he obviously doesn't account for a 53 man, so he doesn't count as a number. He could be on the team, which that comes out of the program that they have for the NFL. So that's good, right? That's good that David Agoha, we could just keep him on the team. He has so much potential. So in that case, Max Crosby, Malcolm Coons backed up by Tyree Wilson, in my opinion, TJ Franklin or Janoris Robinson. I like those two guys a lot. Those would be two guys there, in my opinion, right? Andrew Corker is a big dude, but he ain't it. He's grown. Join Eric's Fixed Tree Late Night Adventures for members only. Kids gotta love him, man. Let me talk shit and hate, then the Discord will get real active. I know, right? Shout out to everybody, man. Like I said, hit that like button, man. I'll greatly appreciate help out the algorithm, stuff like this, man. We're at 26 likes. Let's get to 30, y'all. Let's get to 30 at least, man. I'll greatly appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me see you. There we go. Just trying to get to the whole chat real quick. But yeah, so that's for the defensive ends quickly. This is just a run through because obviously I'm gonna have a legit live strictly for the 53-man roster, just not right now. There's just early predictions. Then D tackles obviously have Adam Butler making it, Matthew Butler, John Jenkins, Nesta J. Severa, Christian Wilkins. Those are guys that I would bring in. I think Noah Shannon, odd man out, Marquand McCall gone, Tamari Fox gone, and yeah. Adam Butler also making it. And then obviously Tyree Wilson could play that spot too. And me, the 1-2 punch is John Jenkins, Christian Wilkins, or Christian Wilkins and Matthew Butler. No, not Matthew Butler. Adam Butler, my bad. But I do believe John Jenkins, Christian Wilkins, 1-2 punch in the middle. And then Nesta J. Severa obviously making it as well on those guys. As far as the defensive tackle room, our defensive tackle room is pretty good. Our defensive tackle, TJ Mother Flippin Franklin might take Janoris's spot. That'll be interesting, man. That's an interesting battle there. I can't wait for training camp, man, and I just can't wait for the preseason, see what these guys got and stuff like that. It'll be very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. I should make a reminder command, huh, Dark? I should make a to like the stream. I ain't gonna lie, I should. I should make one. I ain't gonna lie. I should make one there. Let me see. I'm gonna make a lot of commands after this live. That's gonna help and stuff like that. But yeah. Right now I just have Discord and membership, and I think the IG should be popping up anytime soon, unless that doesn't work. Then yeah. I don't know. But obviously, then we go with the linebackers. We will add players from other teams. You never know. That's a fact too, man. People might cut, so surprise cuts. And then obviously post June 1st as well. Post June 1st, y'all. So shout out to Rebel for joining the Discord, man. I appreciate it, man. And if you guys, hey, we're gonna try to get it popping soon. And let me know, man. Let me know what we could do. Let me know what we can do when how do I say this? Let me know what we can do in the Discord to make it popping for you guys and make it fun for you guys to interact in there. Obviously, Amari Burney, Darian Butler, Devon Diablo, Tommy Eichenberg, Luke Masterson, Kanam Muaga, Robert Spillane, all the linebackers on the roster. For me, I believe Tommy Eichenberg, Devon Diablo, Luke Masterson, Robert Spillane, and Darian Butler will make the roster. I think Amari Burney and Connie Muaga might be the odd mans out, y'all. In my opinion, right? Oh, there we go. See, every 10 minutes, Nightbot says this. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything. That's a fact. Make a command for Raiders. I will, man. I will. Shout out to Alfredo in the building. Salute. Dirty Eric in the building. Oh, here we go. Boston in the finals. What I tell you. Oh, my God, bro. I could only shake my head, brother. I could only shake my head. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. I cannot have the Boston Celtics having one more ring than my Lakers, bro. I can't. And is the Mavericks even winning right now? Let me see. Oh, yeah, they are. They're winning 3-0 right now. Yup. Let's go, Mavs. Luka Doncic. Bernie got to do something this year, man. Last year was rough. That's a fact, man. If he wants to show out, he got to prove himself during the offseason, stuff like that. And, guys, there it is. There's the IG. Go follow the IG. Different edits coming soon. Edits, and more edits coming soon. Also, every time I go live, I posted either the day before or hours before on my story. Go check out my IG. It's active. It's active. Go on my IG, man. Go on my IG. He said SC keep calm, but Celtics low key good. Hell no. I would never say that in my entire life. 59, 56, they struggling. Yeah, they are. Shout out to everybody, man. Cat is the world's greatest magician because he always disappears. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But me, I think Amari Burney, Kanai, Muaga might be the odd man's out, and maybe Darian Butler if that happens, right? But I could see some surprise cuts, and a surprise cut for me would be somebody like Darian Butler. I mean, even Amari Burney in some cases, right? So, yeah, you know. Moving on here, cornerback room. Quickly, cornerback room here. Y'all see here, it's very, very deep right there. Jacorian Bennett, MJ Devonshire, Brandon Faison, DeMarcus Governor, Nate Hobbs, Jack Jones, DeCamerion Richardson, Jaquan Shepard, Sam Webb, and Rashad Williams for me. Jacorian Bennett makes the roster. MJ Devonshire will. Nate Hobbs, Jack Jones, DeCamerion Richardson, and Sam Webb. And I believe that Rashad Williams, Jaquan Shepard, DeMarcus Governor, Brandon Faison are gone. Out of here. Hasta la vista. And we will bring in a veteran corner post June 1st. Post June 1st. Post June 1st. 100%. Post June 1st. What you guys think, man? What you guys think? I think post June 1st, they are, and we will get a cornerback, a veteran cornerback at that. Let me see. But shout out to you guys, man. Hey, make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Push out the algorithm, stuff like that. But yeah, for me, those are the guys, man. Shout out to Freddie Chavez in the bunny. What's good, Freddie Chavez? Good to see you, man. Hope all's well. Shout out to everybody coming in, man. But yeah, that's my cornerback room, man. That's my cornerback room. We have a solid group. You feel me? At the end of the day, the defensive line will make the cornerbacks better, y'all. That's just what it is, right? Damn, you cutting the GOAT face on? Yes, I'm cutting the GOAT. I'm cutting the GOAT face on. Would it be crazy if we got DT Calais Campbell in free agency instead? I think he's just way too old, bro. I think they're not going to bring in a guy like that. Can he play? Maybe, yeah. But I just don't think they're going to bring in a very old guy like him because I think Calais Campbell's almost touching 40. If I'm not mistaken, he's almost touching 40. So I don't think they'll bring in a guy like that, bro. Shout out to Randy says, wow, I finally caught alive again. What's up, bro, man? You already know what it is, man. I appreciate you being here. You already know what it is, man. Let me get it right here for you, man. One more time. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Let me switch this here. Okay, there we go. But shout out to Randy, man, in the building. Glad you could catch a live, brother. The only old guy I'm vouching for is Stephon Gilmore. I feel that, man. I like Xavier Howard. I like Stephon Gilmore. There's some people out there, man, for sure. But I think we're gonna for sure bring in one, man. I'm gonna for sure bring in one. I think for sure. And then we go on to the safeties, which, in my opinion, I think Jaden Grant is gone. I think Phelan Sanford is gone. And then for me, it's Marcus Epps, Trayvon Merrick, and then Isaiah Palomal will play like a linebacker slash box safety inside the box, pretty much a box safety for me. For Isaiah Palomal, then Chris Smith second, and Trey Taylor backing him up. And Trey Taylor, I believe, could be, if Trayvon Merrick doesn't continue to consistently be better and consistently continue to progress and play good, I believe that Trey Taylor will take his spot for sure. I have a lot of belief in Trey Taylor, man. So Trayvon Merrick got to step up, but he has been taking strides to become better. Last year, he did a better job. and I do believe that the defensive lineman will make their job easier as well. But for me, Marcus Epps, Trayvon Merrick will make the roster. Isaiah Palomau, Chris Smith II, and Trey Taylor will make the roster, I believe. And then obviously Jaden Grant gone and Fallon Sanford gone. For sure. For sure, for sure. And then you go to obviously special teams. I don't think anybody will have anything different. Daniel Carlson, our kicker, AJ Cole, our punter, and then Jacob Moyer, whatever you say, it's the long snapper stays. All three of these guys will stay. But Daniel Carlson, man, he's slowly getting up there in age, man. But we're always good with getting kickers at the end of the day, right? We're always good with getting the kickers, right? He said, "I don't think that Max Crosby guy makes the team. He just doesn't have it." God damn, it's. But yeah, obviously Max Crosby, man, our main superstar on the defensive side of the ball, man, a guy that hey, man, you feel me? The boy from Eastern Michigan, man, coming out here and really helping everybody, man. And just for a perfect example, Tyree Wilson, man, he said he shows credit to Max Crosby, helps him with his eating habits and diets and stuff like that. And we could tell that Tyree Wilson has gotten bigger, more bulk, and it looks like he's been working on a lot of moves, right? We're good at kicking kickers causing the team love kicking us in the nuts for the past 20 years. I know, right? Nesta Jade, though. Nesta Jade is somebody that I like. He just stands out like as a Raider, right? You know, Nesta J. Severo has that grit, has that, aggressiveness, dirty Raider, old school Raider stuff like that. And stuff like that. So obviously Nesta J. Severo is somebody that fits the Raider description, but it's just, do they believe in him? We gotta wait and see, right? He said 29 is old. I'm old then. Hey, look, everything is old to me, Randy. You will learn that about me, and you'll see a lot of people like Cool Kev clown me for it. I be calling everybody old, bro. Just because I'm way younger than a lot of people, right? Not no Tyree news, didn't break Strahan's sack record last year as a rookie, certified bust, no positivity. Crosby knocking the biscuits out of Tyree's hands. That's a fact, man. Hopefully, I wish Max Crosby did that when freaking we had Trent Brown smack the fucking candy out his goddamn smack the chocolate and the airheads and the sour patches and the fucking burgers out his hands, man. Shit. Somebody had to smack that shit out his hands. Essie, then you hella young. That's what it feels like, bro. But yeah, that's what it'll be. And there's the Instagram again for you guys, man. So obviously that's the roster there. Let me get back to let me change this. So it's looking good, y'all. I think the roster, regardless of this, I'm a dinosaur then to you, bro. But obviously, when it comes down to it, this roster is way better than what it was last year. I know we didn't make too many significant changes, but at the same time, I do believe this roster is better than last year. I believe that everybody is getting better. Everybody is buying into what we're building. The culture is back. The Raiders are back. The just win, baby. Commitment to excellence. Play for the shield. Nothing's bigger than the shield. Mentality. Have fun. Be yourself. And all those things are back into the locker room. And I truly believe a lot of players, there will be a live right before the preseason that I'm going to give my prediction for guys that I will name 3 guys that will have a breakout season, predict 3 guys that will have a breakout season, predict 3 MVPs, and predict 3 guys that are going to surprise everyone, and so on and so on. Have like a little bit of a pre-analyzation before entering the season for sure. Tyree going to ball out this season. You'll see that Tyree Wilson will be one of those guys, man, that I'm looking forward to watching, seeing how much he could translate what he's doing in the offseason and what he's learning into the preseason and stuff like that. There are 2 and 3 wins better. That's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. And that's not even bad to be a 2-3 win team more. I mean, we were about to make the playoffs at a certain point, y'all. We went 8-9. Let's just say we get 2 more wins, 10 wins. We get 3 more wins, 11 wins. Come on, that's a better season, bro. That's playoffs for sure. And that's what we needed. We needed this team to be better and to give us 2 and 3 more wins. And that's what it looks like. So I'm glad they're building something here. And finally, man, we get that culture back that we've been losing for a very long time, man. I feel like I feel like the autumn wind is upon us, right? But then some people are gonna tell you this.
Uh, Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Yeah, so there's that too, right? I see that a lot right now too. We could have made the playoffs if McNumbnuts didn't fuck up the first 5 games. That's a fact, man. I think if we had a 20 piece from the start, we would have won 1 or 2 more games, bro. 100%, bro. Or even 3 games, right? I can't wait to see Wilkins causing havoc on the O line. That's a fact, man. Next to Max Crosby, Malcolm Kunze could continue to progress. Jeez. Our defensive line, I'm already making a prediction. Our defensive line will be top 5 next year, bro. This team will be coached 100% better also. That's a fact. We have a better coaching staff than last year, y'all. Y'all forget that our assistant head coach is Marvin motherfucking Lewis, the guy that made one of the best defenses in recent decades. In the recent decade, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We looking good. We looking good. We are looking good. We are looking good. Shout out to Anonymous Raiderette. What up? What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well, sis. Hope all is well. Good to see you up in here. But yeah, I can't wait for this season, y'all. So, I mean, that's pretty much what I had. I mean, there is OTAs recap. It's probably I haven't seen too much anymore since the last time I recapped it. It's pretty much it's pretty much people like Michael Mira showing out. Dylan Lobby is doing pretty good. Our quarterbacks is looking pretty sharp, but Aiden O'Connell's looking sharp, looking better. Stuff like that. Everybody's there pretty much. Some people are not there. JPJ obviously got a knock. Hopefully, it's not too much. And that's about it. That's about it, man. How are y'all trying to beat the heat? Chilling in the pool, watching live coming in late, but here not the less to show my love to the nation, man. You already know what it is, man. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all is well. And that's what it is, man. The heat be hitting. The heat be hitting. And we're getting into summer. And everybody knows that Cali weather. That Cali weather. That Cali weather. That Cali weather. But I ain't gonna lie, you guys up north got it worse than me. I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to the summer, it be tripping. It be tripping. But I don't think I missed anything, man. I don't think I missed anything. I think I'm going to 6:15 next Tuesday, 6:15 Pacific Standard Time, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week, y'all. 6:15. SC thinks anything past 72 is hot as fuck. No, I do not. Okay, anything past 90 is hot as fuck. Okay, anything past 85 is hot as fuck. I don't care. I don't care, bro. I prefer winter, bro. I prefer winter, and I will always prefer winter. That's just how it is. But yeah, what do you think about moving Parham to right guard? See, I'm not mad at it. If that needs to happen, then that needs to happen. And obviously, I believe in Parham, but I think you just keep Parham where he's at, and then you just let the other guys fight for the other position. In my opinion, right? Because with Dylan Parham, he's got a lot of potential, and obviously he'll have help by Coach Millen. Obviously, the zone scheme will make these guys play better. The zone scheme, you don't go head-on collision, bro. You have a area of protection, and there's gonna be help across the line. There's got to be great communications, great teamwork, chemistry. All those things have to come into play when you're running a zone scheme. So, Some of these guys already have that chemistry. And Parham's one of those guys that, most likely I see some people say he might not even make the squad, which I was the guy that said Parham is going to fight for a spot. He's kind of like the odd man out that doesn't have a secured position yet. But I will say that there will be competition there, and I think Parham will win one of the jobs. Randy, great move in my opinion. He played most of his college career on the right side. True. That too, man. I mean, I'm cool with anything, right? I'm cool with any of it. I'm cool with any of it. I think our offensive line is going to be better than last year just because of that zone scheme, but I wouldn't be against it. I will say that, right, to answer your question. Real sure, yeah, I like it too. I feel that, man. But obviously we're coming to a close here, man. I appreciate everybody that showed up. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. And if you missed anything, hey, if you wish to go back into the live and go check it out after it's done, and let me know in the comments below any surprise cuts. And if I haven't got to one of your guys' comments, I try to include everybody, man, and get everybody's comments showing. Make sure in the comment down below, after the live is done, put who you think is a surprise cut, who you think is going to show out, stuff like that, man. It just helps the algorithm and stuff like that, and I will reply. But obviously next week I'm gonna push the time a little bit, 15 minutes ahead. So 6:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time next Tuesday, and 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week on Tuesday, my individual show, and that will be post June 1st, I think, at that time, if I'm not mistaken, or June 1st, I think, I'm not mistaken. And then on top of that, Thursday, guys, Thursday. If you're an earlier person, Thursday, 3:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 for One Nation podcast. Thursday. Tuesdays, 6:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. And I have my Nightbot say that throughout the lives now. And also 3:15 p.m., 6:15 p.m. Eastern. So on the way out, hit that like button. And after the live, drop down on the comments to help the algorithm, and just start a conversation with me about who you think will make the roster, surprise cuts, and all those things, man. So I appreciate all the love from you guys, man. You guys already know how I end it. Blessings to you guys and your families. Tough times are last, but tough people doing. You guys are some tough people, man. Life is too short, so always tell your loved ones you love them. And I appreciate everybody that's new here and supporting. I appreciate you guys. And like always, man, one more for you guys. SC Raiders Talk, aka boy Eric, man, and I am out. Peace.
Is the will to win. Is the will